Recently, I got a question about boring habits and what are my daily non-negotiable habits that have helped me be successful. Let's dive in. What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to Krystal TV, where today we're talking about boring habits. And what are my non-negotiable daily habits that have helped me be successful? So first, and I do mean first, like first thing in the morning, first go-to solution, and probably first in the list of my non-negotiables as far as implementation. I didn't start with these. The things on this list are things that I've come up with over time. But this was probably the first one and the one that made the difference. It got the ball rolling. And that is taking time to connect with myself, my body, and my intuition every day. The second one is actually to make as few decisions as possible. Decision fatigue is a thing. It's not what started it for me, but this one probably started really close to number one. And that one is I don't think about my clothes. Now, honestly, this one started, like I said, about the same time as my self-care routine, shortly after I was injured. And I was home every day, all day, every day, not going anywhere. And honestly, just pure laziness, I would wear the same outfit for several days. I didn't do anything but sit on the couch anyway. So what difference did it make if I wore the same sweatsuit for days on end? Also, let's be honest, I was pretty depressed. I was in a lot of pain, and really nothing I had was comfortable. Back then, I was still dressing for appearance and not so much for comfort. I was a believer in the idea that fashion means pain. And so I didn't have a lot of comfortable clothes. What few clothes I had is what I wore, just to accommodate what my body was going through. I still envisioned back then that someday my body would recover and life would go back to normal. Oh, those were the good old days. But over time, that just sort of continued. The depression got bigger, the pain got worse, and so I would just wear the same thing for a long time. Then, when we went on the road, I had to limit the wardrobe I took with me because we were pretty much limited to what we could pack in our car. And so I limited my own wardrobe and put pretty much everything in storage that I wasn't wearing. I know I broke my own code. I just didn't think we'd be on the road for as long as we were. But while we were on the road, then I was limited in wardrobe to just what we had. And as things wore out, I would buy new things, but I still kept my wardrobe to a minimum, and it was all about comfort. But when eventually I came out of that cocoon and stepped back into the public eye, like here on this video, I had to get out of those clothes. I couldn't just be here wearing sweats all the time. And so at that point, I established a uniform for myself that I could wear and be comfortable in, given all the changes that my body has gone through over the last several years with this chronic pain and chronic injury situation. And I'm comfortable and I don't have to think about it a lot. I got used to not having to think about my clothes very much. So the idea of going back to all of this time dedicated to my wardrobe is just too much for me. I just want a uniform. I like tank tops, they're particularly comfortable, and I love accessories. So I don't have to think about it a whole lot. I can just grab a tank top. In the winter, when it gets a little bit colder than it is right now, I have my whole winter wardrobe style. Just hoodies and sweaters. But also, I still like accessories and jackets, so I still wear the tank tops. But that means I don't have to think about my wardrobe. One less decision. And as a CEO running a busy company, I already make a lot of decisions. So the more I can get off my plate, the easier my life has become. 3 is to check my schedule. I know that sounds simple, right? But everything is on my schedule. And the planner I use is designed to help me succeed. I have one focus area for the week, and everything I do that week leads back to that one focus area. Again, less decision making. All the tasks lead to one job. I also keep my running to-do list on my planner. But the caveat to that is I only have 1 to 2 things on my schedule on any given day. If those 2 things get finished, sure, I'll add more. I'll take something from tomorrow and bring it to today, or something from Friday, depending on the time frame that I have. But I don't overbook myself. That is a toxic trait that I left behind when I left corporate America and started working for myself. And every Friday I plan my following week. I put time in my schedule to plan my life. That way I always know what's now and what's next. Leave a comment down below and let us know, what are your boring habits that have helped you be successful? Share the wealth, spread the love. While you're down there, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.